Seeing none, let's move to consent agenda. Do I have a motion on this?
Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois, hereby takes the following action on the listed consent agenda items. A, approves payment of the bills as presented and listed in section Roman numeral 9.A of the August 12, 2014 Board Agenda Packet. B, approves minutes from the meetings held on July 8, 2014, open and closed, as presented and amended in the August 12, 2014 Board Agenda Packet. And C, approves payment for intergovernmental agreement establishment of RB Trail connection to the Salt Creek Bicycle Trail.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ed Jepson. All right, let's start first with the minutes. Is there any
Bills.
questions on minutes? All right, seeing none, let's move to bills. Tim?
Yeah, there were several questions on the bills. One had to do with the payment to CDW for Chromebooks that we purchased. The question was this bid in accordance with policy 4.60. We did receive other quotes. We didn't do closed bids because this is technology, which doesn't require the closed bid process. We looked at 4 companies to purchase these computers with. We looked at the support, the reliability of the machines, the price, the delivery, and the Chromebooks through CDW were what we considered to be the best offer of the 4 companies. So that's.
Can I ask a really not on the bill but a related question to this on the Chromebooks themselves? What did we buy, about 1,000 of them?
No.
How much?
50?
50?
Yeah.
They're 1,000 each?
That's $56,000, so more than that there.
I thought they were like 500.
We were only getting them to the other staff, correct? And we did 50 staff members last year, so we bought another, we had to do the rest of the staff, so it's at the most,
You also bought the
all the
Chromebooks
pilots for the students. They're about
Yeah.
300 to 400 apiece.
Well, that means we bought nearly 2,000 of them. At least 1,500, because it's 56,000.
56,000 divided by 300 is 140, no?
No.
Divided by 400.
But by 4. I'm sorry, I did the math. I was off by a decimal.
56,000
I don't
divided
think
by
we did, it
400.
was more, it wasn't more than like 300 or.
But the question I have, that he hit this really, do we have a procedure in place for, like, the kids having to sign off on these and be responsible for them yet?
The students are not taking them home for the pilot, they're just using them in the class. So they
What if-
signed the acceptable use policy, and the teacher and department chair signed off that they received the Chromebooks and they're responsible for keeping them locked and safe and secure.
The teachers or the students?
The teachers, so what's occurring this year is that each teacher got a Chromebook to use for their classroom. They signed a use agreement, a mobile use agreement about taking home and being responsible to take care of their Chromebook. The other 100 or 200 for the pilot are no different than a computer lab. There'll be 30 or 40 Chromebooks on a cart that will strictly just stay in the classroom for the
Okay.
kids to use when they come to class.
Thank you.
All right,
There was also a question on page 68. We made a payment, $360 to First American Bank for a safety deposit box. What we do is, at the end of each month, we take backup tapes off-site and store them there. We have 2 years stored at First American in the safety deposit boxes.
I think you told us that before and I forgot.
And the final questions on the bill was a payment for a choreographer that went through the board bills. That will be reimbursed by the activity account. It has to go through the board so that we pick it up for the 1099 form at the end of the year.
all right, any other questions on bills?
There was, no, I'm sorry, Bill.
All right, let's move, seeing none, then let's move to the intergovernmental agreement on the Salt Creek Bike Trail.
There were some general questions submitted by Mr. Walsh. The intergovernmental agreement is between the Village of North Riverside as the primary executor, as well with the Cook County Forest Preserve District. So this was already approved at the July 22nd county board meeting. I had our legal counsel review the document to ensure that the school district had no other liability except for the $33,000 that we originally committed to in our budgeting process. And so our attorneys verified that all that was complete, and that's why there were some changes originally submitted so that the language was clear to say that the school district would not pay anything more than $33,000. Otherwise, the insurance and the indemnification and those things are between the village of North Riverside and the Forest Preserve.
Okay. And when was this limited to Forest Preserve land?
What about the $5,000?
If you do the math, it comes out to be 200,000. The proposal from the engineer was 205. The village of North Riverside assured us that they believe we would be under budget, but if not, that they would cover the additional 5,000.
Okay,
That's it.
all right, and then,
That's it. I don't.
okay. Any questions on this? All right, seeing none, Marianne, can we go for the vote?
Mr. Gritchen?
Yes.
Ms. Ruska?
Yes.
Mr. Jepson?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Sinding?
Yes.